Hey, I'm Veronica. I'm happy to be with you today. Today we're going to be answering questions about that specific person. We're going to be answering some questions that have been submitted to me. If you would like to submit a question for a future video, feel free to email me at VeronicaIsles@gmail.com. So let's get right to it. So the first question I have here is, can we make a person free of her fears by using the law? Interested in talking to me? Yes. You can attract a person. Let's see. Can we make a person free of her fear? Well, first of all, I want to start by saying that even if you don't believe in the law of attraction, manifest something for or help manifest, they are still using the law of attraction even if they do not believe in the law of attraction. You do not have to believe in its existence to be using it. You're using it by default. So that is something really important to keep in mind. Now, if you want to help them free themselves of their fear, the person didn't really say exactly what the fear was. You can help assist them by using the law of attraction. They are on their own journey too, so obviously you can't manifest for them. They have to kind of do it themselves, but they are also in your life, so they are also part of your life. So in terms of your manifesting ability, yes, you can put that intention out there that you want them to be free of their fear in relation to you by consciously using the law of attraction, because again, you're always using the law of attraction. Does not matter if they believe in it, don't. Really doesn't matter. You'll be using it. You've been using it from day one. You're always going to be using it. Okay, I've got a question that just popped up on Super Chat. So let's address that one next, and then I'll get to the other ones I already have. Oh, it's just, you are amazing. Have an awesome day. I hope you have an awesome day too, Dominique. Okay, let's get to the next question. Okay, so that was a good one. And like I said, if you are interested in submitting your question, feel free to email me and just say you'd like this addressed in a video. I don't just take questions at random. Everything is confidential with me unless you specifically ask. Okay, next question. Is it possible to get back with your ex if her parents and some friends are against this and are trying to talk her out of it? Yes, it is possible to reunite with your ex, even if other people in their life are trying to influence them against you. The trick is to remember that you don't actually know what they are saying. To remember, we're multi-layered beings. Like, we have all sorts of different opinions. Even if we dislike something, we don't usually do it at 100%. So they may have a lot of different feelings about you. Not all of them may be that of dislike. So think in terms of whatever they are saying to her is somehow going to help your situation, that it won't tear you away from your ability to be able to experience this renewed relationship with her. So instead of trying to think the people around her are being detrimental to you and being detrimental to the thing that you're trying to manifest, instead, try to think that even if they're saying maybe silly things about you, like they don't like you or something, that it can somehow help you. Now, I know that this seems weird, but you want to feel like everything is on your side, because sometimes, for example, maybe they could be saying something to her and she could be feeling rebellious. Like, I'm going to do the opposite of what this person tells me. So think in terms like that you don't know exactly what they're saying. Why focus on this idea like, oh my gosh, all these people are influencing her. They're influencing her. They're telling her that she can't be with me. It's never going to happen. Everything is against me. That's just focusing on this idea of obstacles and things taking away what you ultimately want. You want to think about the things that are on your side. So for example, you want to think in terms of the connection we had together, what things were like at their best, ideally what I would like this relationship to be. focus on those things instead of focusing on this idea of everyone around her is keeping us apart and it's never going to happen because of all these exterior things. So again, you can choose what to focus on, and in using the law of attraction, the universe is going to reflect back to you your dominant feelings, thoughts, beliefs, your energy. It doesn't happen instantly, like it's not this instant coffee, like, you know, you have to put in the coffee grounds and the water and turn it on, and it takes a few minutes. So think about that, like your coffee isn't just there, you know. It would be really gross if you just like put the coffee grounds in some water. That would be disgusting. So try not to get frustrated and let it happen. Okay, let's go to the next question. How to get your specific person to like your pictures on Instagram and put a picture of you on his Snap story to show you off. That's a good one. We all want to be shown off. Well, maybe not everybody, but I think a lot of you want to know that your specific person cares about you. And especially in being in a relationship, you want that person to show you off. You want that person to be proud of you on social media and post pictures of you together and make you feel special. So in trying to attract this, it's really just identifying with what those feelings would be like. So you're trying to create the feeling inside of you first to attract the exterior results. So them posting, I think it was posting pictures on Instagram, was that it? And again, this can work with any social media platform. It doesn't just have to be Instagram, but this person asked about Instagram. I am on Instagram, by the way. I'm new to it, but I am on it. It's super fun. Okay, so this person wants their specific person to post pictures of them on Instagram. Imagine what that would feel like. So, for example, if they did that right now, like you would feel excited. You'd feel special. You'd feel elated. You'd feel like you were important because you would feel like this person actually cares. So in attracting this result, you're going to want to duplicate those feelings. Like, what does it feel like to have someone care about me? That is a satisfied feeling. That is a loving feeling. That is a feeling of, you know, it's like a high vibration that shows you I'm worth those things. I feel like I can have those things. So it's not really just in visualizing me. It's not necessarily just that. It's not necessarily just feeling the excited feeling of what it would be like, but it's a satisfied relief feeling of I'm important. They care about me enough to do this. I'm worth being loved. I'm worth being shown off. I'm worth being paraded on social media and being made to feel important. So you're trying to create those feelings, and then you're trying to just not get too obsessed with it. Like, you don't want to be checking his Instagram all the time. Where's the picture of me? Where's the picture of me? Why hasn't it happened yet? And you definitely don't want to get into this feeling like when you see that he hasn't posted and you're like, well, why isn't he doing this? He doesn't really love me. He doesn't care. You want to try to avoid those feelings because, as you heard me say those words, like, they didn't feel very good. Like, the rhythm of them was really off and it felt kind of yucky and choppy. Whereas the other ones, it's like, oh, it feels so good. It's very floating and happy and relaxed and like I'm flying. See the difference? The other is like, nah, nah, nah. It's not good. So identify your rhythm of thoughts because it's all in the energy behind the thoughts. It's not the specific thoughts. That's why don't try to control the thoughts in your mind. Like, I can't say the word not. I can't say I don't want this. Like, your actual words aren't so much as important as the feeling behind it. Same goes for your actions. It's not about the specific action itself. It's about the feeling underneath it. Lax Alex, you're welcome. That's nice. I like the hearts. Hi, I cannot pronounce your name. Sanak? Sonak Nandi. I hope I got it at least partially right, but hi. I'm terrible with pronunciations. I really am. In fact, in video dedications, I've had to ask someone to tell me how to pronounce their name because I don't want to mess it up. Okay. Next question. How to get your specific person to ask you out on a date and hang out. Actually, it's really similar to the Instagram question. In fact, I think it might have been from the same person. But basically, it's about feeling like you are important enough for them to want to take you out on a date. And again, it stems down to your feelings of importance within you, you being worth having someone take you out and make you feel special, you being worth someone paying for things for you and holding the door open for you and being kind and considerate and respectful and paying attention to you. You feeling like you are able to access those feelings. So you want to get into the state of, I can have those things too. I may not have them in the current moment, and that's okay to recognize that, because you don't want to be like oblivious to the current reality. You don't want to be living in a dream world. You want to instead be logically saying, you know, I don't have those things right now, but you know what? I can have those things. Tomorrow is a new day, and who knows what can come of that? Who knows how this person can treat me in the future? So really get into this feeling of hope and optimism for the future. So pretty soon it's going to be the future. Every moment is passing. So, you know, this moment is turning into the next, and now we're in the future. And it's always the present moment, though. So it's important to remember to live in the present moment, to feel good in this present moment. Yes, I'm not currently out on that date, but you know what? It could happen. And when it does happen, I will know that I drew it into my life. So access those feelings. Say to yourself, I'm worth these things. A lot of times, manifesting something is more about just being mindful of the thoughts you are thinking all day long. Like, it's not necessarily about taking the time to visualize for 30 minutes or do a technique for 30 minutes. It's about, what am I thinking all day long as I do my mundane tasks, as I drive to work, as I drive to school, as I go grocery shopping? What am I thinking? What am I thinking when I'm out with my friends? Am I bitter when I see all these other couples? Or am I thinking, you know what, soon that's going to be me? Deserve these things. I can have them. I don't know when they're going to happen, but I can definitely have them. They can be part of my experience. And then you don't want to get so attached to these things that you're waiting for them to happen. You just want to feel like they're a natural part of your future. And wow, this is the kind of relationship I want to have. I want him to show me off. I want him to take me here, take me there, post pictures of me, make me feel special, introduce me to his friends, his family, show me off, say all these wonderful romantic things. And then just be like, you know what? There's going to be a perfect time and place for that. And I'm just going to let it brew in the universe and just let it come to me instead of seeking it yourself. Like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Just let it come to you at the most perfect time. Do whatever you can right now to feel good and just let it come to you. And that's how it comes to you fast. That's like putting an expedited shipping request on your order. That's how you get it to happen, like same day order. Okay, let's address another question. Do I have any others? Oh, I do. It looks like I have one more. Okay, this person said that there's a third party in this situation with their guy. But the interesting twist about it is that the third party is actually, I guess, his wife who had passed away. And she's feeling second to this person who is actually no longer living. And I think that this is an interesting situation. I mean, obviously, probably a lot of you aren't going through this type of situation, but I think that the principle still applies of this idea of an exterior thing getting in the way of your otherwise happy relationship. And this is a belief that a lot of you have, that you're being placed second. Maybe it's to this person's job, maybe it's to this person's friends, or this idea of them wanting to be with a different person. Maybe they're chatting with girls online, or, you know, checking out other guys, but sort of this idea that something is going to come in the way and something is having you being. So really, giving advice to this person and giving advice to anyone in this type of situation where you're not feeling fully loved and fully appreciated, you want to get into this feeling that I matter. And this idea of what are the strong things between us? Yes, this idea of this person, you know, he seems to be more connected with her, even though she's she's something exterior that he seems to be connecting more with. But let's focus more on the connection I have with him and what I can do to strengthen that belief within myself that I matter, that he can suddenly start putting me first and showing me that I matter. So instead of recognizing all the things he's doing wrong right now, start getting into the feeling of whatever he is doing right or whatever he has done in the past to make you feel important, to make you feel special, to make you feel loved. All right, so thank you to everyone that submitted questions. Now, I do want to address, I addressed it briefly in the last live video, but this idea of free will, because I think a lot of you get confused about this. And I started to talk about it, and I think I got trailed off on something else. And I just wanted to briefly address that again, because yes, we all have free will, but it's not this idea of free will as we're all creating against one another. We're actually all creating in harmony with one another. And it's really interesting because I don't know where desires start, whether they start with me or they start with you. For example, I'll give you an example right now. Right now, we're all in this live session together. We're all participating. Did I attract all of you to come to this, or did you attract me to do this live session? I don't know. But we're all co-creating together. We're all in this experience together. And the interesting part about free will is that, as other people always say, you can't attract a specific person because they have free will. Then you're trying to force them to do something that they don't want. I don't think that that's necessarily true, because I think that we're all bouncing energies off of one another. So when you desire a specific person and you present a new version of yourself, align with that new version of you, and it happens through their own free will. Like, they feel like they're doing it out of their own choice. You didn't force them. It just naturally happened. For example, this current moment, like, I didn't force you all to be here. Like, maybe I wanted to attract a certain amount of people to show up to my live session, but I'm sure all of you feel like you came here independently. Like, I'm not mind controlling you or forcing you to be here. I didn't like override your free will. Like, you'd rather be doing something else. I'm sure you chose to be here. Just like, you attracting me. Like, I don't feel like I was like forced to make this video. Like, you were trying, maybe some of you were like, maybe Veronica will come on this morning. And then I did, because life is cool that way. And, I don't feel like, I was being forced or controlled by you to make a video. Like, we don't control one another. We all act in harmony with one another. We're all connected in this spiritual way, in this vibrational way. I mean, you can't see the energy, but you can feel it. Like, you can feel everyone and everything around you, the experience of life. So if you are trying to attract a specific person and you keep running into this question of free will, because I know a lot of other websites will say, you can attract anything but a specific person, but we're all always attracting relationships. Like, if you go out to the store right now and maybe there's, a happy salesperson or a grumpy salesperson, like, we attracted one another. We attract overhearing certain conversations. We attract relationships. We attract our relationships with our parents, with our siblings, with our friends, like anything. We are attracting any kind of relationship with other people. Like, right now, if it wasn't possible to attract things involving other people, then right at this moment, I guess I didn't attract anything and you didn't attract anything. We just came here by chance. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. So really expand. Yes, we have the power to pick and choose, but I think we're responding to one another's energies, one another's desires, one another's beliefs, and they come in harmony with one another. Now, if you want to be in harmony with your specific person, you need to send it the best cultivating energy possible. So the highest version of you, the best version of you, the most loved version of you, this idea of love connecting with love, when you send out that energy, they're going to respond to you in a different way, naturally, of their own free will. They'll think it's their idea. If you want this person to commit to you, like ask you to marry them, see yourself as that kind of person. You're confident, you're getting married, you're that kind of person who someone devotes their life to. And I bet you anything, even if they've been opposed to marriage in the past, they suddenly get this idea in their head, I am ready to get married, and it's like completely their idea. And they propose to you with the most beautiful ring. All right, so I could go on all day. I actually have a session scheduled at 11. So I hope I can get off of here and do that in time. So if that person is watching, I promise to be with you soon. Okay, so I am available for phone calls, text chats, Skypes. I have several scheduled today already, but I'm happy to fit you in if you would like to do a session too. You can find that on my website, VeronicaIsles.com. I promise to record some more videos, release a ton. Expect to see many, many more. Have a lovely day. I hope these videos can inspire you. Yes, the information probably, there's nothing earth-shattering that I said that I probably haven't said before, but the whole point of these videos is to get inspired, to get fired up, to start to feel confident. So it's the energy that you're taking away from these videos, not the specific information itself. Like I said, it's just ask, believe, receive. Kind of boring if you just say it like that, but trying to inspire you to take charge of your life and to see that you can have better outcomes, whether it's with that specific person, money, career, what have you. All right. See you soon.